Now the Prophet ﷺ, throughout many ahadith, gave us examples of the rewards of the people of the grave. So these are the people who are good. They will be able to see their place in the hellfire, and then they are shown the place in Jannah that they are now going to. So everyone has two homes. So the believers see their place in hellfire first, and then they see their place in Jannah, and they're told this is the place where you're going. And their graves are widened for them, meaning they're spacious for them. And their graves are illuminated, and they're given a deep and comfortable sleep. And their souls, especially the martyrs, particularly the martyrs, will be in the bellies of green birds in paradise. And the other believing souls will be about in paradise. Some scholars say they will both be in paradise, but the believing souls who are not martyrs will not be able to travel around, but they will still enjoy paradise before the day of judgment. And their good deeds will come to them as a good-looking person with a good smell, with good clothing. And they will receive praise in their grave. They will be given special clothing in the grave. They will be given a very soft bed in the grave from paradise. And if anything good happens to their current family who is alive, some scholars believe that they will be informed about it. They will be given this glad tidings. And they will be given a window to see their position, their exact position in Jannah. And so all of these things and more are given to the believer in the grave. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to be of those who are forgiven for their sins and those who are given blessings in the grave and what's to come afterwards. As for the punishments of the grave, the scholars listed many of them, and there are many examples from the various ahadith. The first is that they will see a position in Jannah, and then they will be shown their position in the hellfire and told this is where you're going. So these are the disbelievers, these are the evil people. The graves will be tightened on them. The graves will tighten on them. A portal to hellfire will be shown to them. They will be beaten and hammered and turned to dust and then returned back. They will be given a bed of fire full of darkness. And if someone memorized the Quran and forgot it, they abandoned the Quran. In one hadith it was mentioned that their heads will be smashed by rocks. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And the people that will be swimming in a river full of blood, they will swim to the shore and a rock will be shoved into their mouths and pushed back. They will continue to do this over and over and over. These are the people who consumed riba, consumed interest. And so these people are punished in the grave before the day of resurrection. And then for other types of people, an iron hook will be inserted into the corner of their mouths, ripping the mouth back apart to the back of the head. And the same will be done to the other side. And these are the people who used to tell lies, and they used to spread them far and wide. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And then there are people who will be naked that are put in a pit of fire where the fire raises them up to the mouth of the pit as if they almost are going to escape from it, and then it drops them back down. And these are the people that fornicated. They committed zina and adultery, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And then there are people that are hanging by their ankles with hooks and blood coming out of their mouths. These are the people that broke their fast in Ramadan before the time that they were allowed to do so. And so all of these things are mentioned. Why? These things are mentioned, and many more, because the Prophet ﷺ and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be prepared. He wants you and I not to go through any of these punishments. He wants you and I to go through bliss and happiness, eternal bliss, starting from the grave onwards. So my dear brothers and sisters, beware of the punishments of the grave. Beware of the deeds that lead to the punishments of the grave. And be careful not to fall into the sins that lead to these consequences. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from that.